you have some questions or concerns or things that you guys want to talk about or ask about. And I think that's equally as important. Who wants to start?
来，尽量保持一下打球那么多场的心态啊。
Well, because you just focus on the day that you're playing. I mean, it's as simple as that. Like whatever you're doing in that moment, that's what you're doing. That's your sole focus. So you don't think about, I have to do this for another year or I have to do this for another 2 months. Just think about that moment. What are you doing at that moment in time? You focus on 100%. That happens to me like when I'm running, when I'm working out, I'm running. I do a lot of work on the track. And I'm running and I'm really tired. But the finish line is all the way on the other side. And if I look at where I have to run, I get even more tired. So what I do is I just look down. I just look down, I just look at my feet just moving. And then the next thing you know, I'll look up and I'm crossing the finish line.
就是变向，做体前变向的时候，注意哪些要点能更加有威胁。
Well, yeah, what I do is I just do the moves over and over. I don't really, especially in my younger days, I didn't really focus on trying to get my feet faster. I focused on the moves. So whether it was a fadeaway or whether it was a crossover, I did the move over and over and over and over. And then I got faster at doing the move. And my feet got faster at doing the move. So when you just have repetition of what it is you're trying to do, you inevitably get better and faster at that. And the most important thing in basketball isn't speed anyway. It's not speed, it's skill.
It ain't fun though, huh?
Well, I mean, for me it is. I mean, I enjoy it. I enjoy the repetition. I enjoy the process.
下一个，
就在球场上的时候，怎样克服紧张，然后发挥出自己的水平，提高自信。人多的时候就看就。
He's nervous because there's a lot of people watching.
So, you've been in situations where you've missed the shot, right? And you're still here learning. If you make the shot, you still be here learning. So what I'm saying is, if you've been in moments where you've missed a shot, but you're okay, you're fine. You still move on. You still have a good time. You still laugh. You still joke, right? You still go out and you still play hard, right? So what you have to understand is that those pressures are self-inflicted. They're self-made. It's the imagination. So you have to be able to control your mind and understand exactly that pressure does not exist. It does not exist. We create pressure ourselves. Whether somebody's watching or somebody's not watching, whether you make it or whether you miss it, you're gonna get up the next day and you're gonna learn and you're gonna do it all over again. The cycle's just gonna keep coming, whether you make it or miss it. So why worry about it? It means you be strong in yourself. That's the most important thing.
这是最重要的。
科比的身体训练跟篮球训练是怎么安排的？
Yeah, I do separate them. So there's certain things I do strength training. At this age, not so much. When I was younger, I didn't really lift weights too much at all. I just focused on skill work. Now I separate them, and I have certain things that I do for my game and how I build my game. So like the moves that you see me do on television, those are moves that I do in the gym by myself over and over and over. So I sit and I think of what I want my game to be, and then I build it just like that. It's like building a house.
再好的球员呢，就是会有低潮的时候，就是因为压力大的时候，我觉得他要怎么去克服。
Look at the big picture. Look at the big picture. In 2008, when we lost to the Celtics, that was a very, very long night for me. I mean, I was really upset, angry, frustrated, sad. But I looked at the big picture. I said, I'm going to win a championship. Again, I'm going to do it. It didn't happen this year. I hope it happened next year. It might not happen next year, but one of these is going to happen. So you play the big picture and not get caught up in the frustrations of one moment. You try to take that moment, learn from that moment, and keep moving forward.
我想知道科比在自己的生活中遇到的一些困难或低潮，然后这些情绪如何不带到球场上影响自己的训练或者比赛。
First of all, when you try to block something out, you're just telling yourself you're just bringing more attention to it by saying don't think about this, don't think about that. You're gonna think about it anyway. So what I try to do is I embrace it. You know, it's like a cloud passing in the night, man. And you see it, it comes to you, and then there it goes, right? So when I have distractions or media requests or whatever the case may be. I see it, I recognize it, I understand it's there, now I let it go, right? So it's this constant cycle of things that happen. Instead of being rigid, just embrace it, just let it go. Take it, let it flow through you, and then let it pass.
Okay.
It's like bamboo, man. It's like bamboo. There's a lot of strength in bamboo because of its flexibility. Very flexible. Things come.
可以弯，一直弯，一直弯，一直弯，可就会弯。
You move with it.
他说就跟着走。
The strength and flexibility and the strength and acceptance. Like in my game now, I could say, no, I want to be able to jump as high as I used to. I want to be able to be as fast as I used to. I have to be. No, I don't jump as high as I used to. That's okay. I'm not as fast as I used to be. That's okay too. I'll figure out another way to do it.
24. He said it so nervous. 对，很紧张，就是 like 24.
就是努力的球员有很多，就非常刻苦的球员，但是最后能够拿到总冠军的球员却并不多。
对，
我就想问一下科比，如何去定义一个成功者和一个失败者
Okay.
Well, it depends who's a constant learner, right? Because you're not going to win them all, right? So winning is really how you define what winning is for yourself and for your team, for your family, right? So you have to know what your values are, how you measure success, and then that's all that really matters. At the end of the day, the champion gets a trophy, right? But for us, and for me, when I came in the league, we didn't win right away. There were other teams that won, but I chose to continue to stay focused, continue to learn. So even though I lost by not winning a championship, I won in the long run because I kept on learning. And now here I am with 5 championships by how the public measures what success is, and that's okay. But that doesn't drive me. What drives me is continuing to learn, which is why I'm still sitting here after 18 years, determined to come back next year with a vengeance. It's because of how I define success, not how everybody else does. It's never about the destination. It's always about the journey. The success to me is the adventure.
去年他受伤的时候，在新闻发布会上，我们看到他那个样子，真的内心特别难过。然后他现在很健康的出现在我们面前，然后给了我们很大的激励。我们祝福他。
I started playing basketball when I was 2 years old, and I'll be 36 this month, and going to be my 19th year in the NBA. And I'm more motivated now than ever because I'm doing exactly what I just told you, which is just piece by piece. And all of a sudden, the joy comes back. I just want to walk again. After I tore my Achilles, I just want to walk. I just want to walk. Then I started walking. Okay, now I just want to run a little bit. Started running. And now I just want to be able to shoot a little bit. And I just take it step by step, the same way, the same thing I just told you. And here I am.
我想问一下科比是如何进行身体核心训练的
The workouts I do for the core are replicate the moves that I do on the court. So when I do my fakes like that, I take a medicine ball and I work on those fakes, right? So everything that I do throughout the course of the game, when I'm working on my core, replicates those exact movements that I'm doing, during the game. So I believe in functional strength.
就是其实就像我身体就是有缺陷嘛，那就是可不可以用就是技术来弥补身体的不足
And for you today, yesterday and the day before when you're out there playing, nobody played you as if you had limitations. No one. So why would you play yourself that way? Right? So there are other things that you can do, whether it's, let me see, just off the top of my head for you, he has a fadeaway.
左边的这个 follow
Pump fake, step through, left hand jump hook, right? Pump fake, pivot, step through. How many kids here think that to be unstoppable you have to have a lot of moves? How many here think you have to have a lot of moves? I have 2.
他说他只有2个。
I have 2. On the perimeter, I have 2 moves. On the post, 2 moves. That's it. So on the perimeter, I'll go right, pull up, shoot. Left, pull up, shoot. The post, turn left shoulder, fade away. Turn right, fade away. Stop it. So now when I go right, if you want to try to block it, I'll pump fake. I'll pump fake, you jump.
That's what I
Right? So you make the game very simple Man, I was just having this discussion with my teammate the other day, Nick Young. I was just talking with Nick Young. Is that to be unstoppable, you have to first be predictable, right? To be unstoppable, you first have to be predictable. Because if you're unpredictable, you don't know what the heck you're going to do. So how can you dictate to the defense what you're going to do? Right? So you have to be very simple. So I know if I have a chance, I'm going to go right and shoot. You know I want to go right and shoot because now I go right 2 times, make it. You're expecting me to go right. Now I control you. Now I'll fake right, go left.
动作他想往左边
Right? Now I go left, and you're like, oh, he's going to make another one. Now pump fake, you jump, now I draw a foul.
他说
Simple. Keep it simple.
就是要越
Keep
简
it
单越
simple.
好
I think it's always fun to sit with the group and talk to you guys about the game, and you know, I've learned so much through the game. I think it's important to give back. You know, I think as you can hear from the questions today, I mean, some of it had to do with basketball, and a lot of it, you know, it had to do with just life in general, man. And there's just so much you can learn from the game. But you know, I just wish everybody the best of luck. Music major, you know, I think the way that she approaches the game and what she's learned from the game, hopefully what she learned here, she can take into becoming a fantastic music major. You know, it'd be pretty cool if we fast forward years from now, fast forward another 10 years from now, and then we all can sit here and she can be inspiring the next music major, and somebody wants to do anything else here, they can be a doctor, they can be inspiring the next doctor, you know. We can kind of just create this cycle of inspiration. Like for you dealing with the pressure of people watching you perform, when you can understand how to deal with that through sport, with some of the things I just told you today, now you can deal with pressure in any part of your life. And you learned that through playing basketball. Basketball was just the vehicle that you learned it, you know, but it goes to every other part of your life.
Okay.
Good deal.
All right. 大家满意吗？今天这
Good
次
job,
跟
guys.
Kobe 在一起。
Good job.